Seattle Seahawks are going to win their 10th game of the season and make Mike Macdonald the winningest first-year head coach in the history of this franchise.
What you guys just did is not easy, man. You guys we should be proud of ourselves. We're gonna hold on to, like you're talking about, stacking wins, creating a foundation moving forward, something we can look back at. Like, we'll be locked armed. We're gonna build off of this. And like EJ said, we're gonna be back. Okay? We're gonna be freaking back. I'm just so freaking proud of you guys, man. I know we fell short of the ultimate goal, but I'm talking about building a foundation, guys. We're right there.
Congratulations on making the Pro Bowl.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
John has never been afraid to move around the board. There was that stretch of years there, whether it was because they had traded a first-round pick or they traded out of the first round. The fact that they own the 18th overall pick, the fact they've got all that draft capital in the first 90 picks or so, that's going to give them a lot of flexibility. But in recent years, they've certainly taken their swings with guys like Witherspoon and JSN.
When you watch Jaxon, Smith-Njigba, everything is so sharp and precise, and he's so productive out there. Devon Witherspoon, he's incredible. And the guy looks like he does everything on the football field and looks like he's going to be a defensive stalwart for years to come.
What's out here tonight, though? I ain't even gonna lie.
I feel like you found your voice, and I feel like you weren't afraid to voice your opinion and then take control of the defense.
They're pillars for our football team for the long term. We're talking 10 plus years, and both unique personalities, which is really cool. It just shows you guys that can fit into our team and our system and part of kind of our whole culture. They come in all different shapes and sizes and personalities, but the common thread of these guys are really tough. They love football, they love their teammates, they love the process. They did a great job identifying those guys.
Is when did you notice or know, okay, maybe I can make the NFL? My name is Jason Barnes. I am the Assistant Director of College Scouting for the Seattle Seahawks. I scout the main players that we're kind of looking at for the draft. Just to name a few, man, Kenny Walker, Kobe Bryant, JSN. Just his feel for the position, man. His speed, his hands, his feel to get open, setting guys up in his routes. His strength after the catch, to run through arm tackles, his ability to go up and attack the ball. It was just everything you wanted in a receiver, to add him to the mix of what we already had. It was just, it felt like a right fit.
So I love this piece. I think he's going to add perfectly.
With those two guys in the same draft, we knew they were going to be good, right? But it was like it happened so quick. Jaxon, this past offseason before the year, I felt like this was the breakout year, you know what I mean? And look what he did.
Touchdown, Seahawks! It's Jaxon Smith-Njigba!
So, it feels good to have two of those draft picks that we hit on, and them to hit so quick, man, it's rewarding. Kirk Parrish, who did a lot of the work on Spoon, KP did a great job on the scouting aspect of that, getting all the information. And again, that was one of those situations where it was a collaborative thing.
Armstrong to throw, going to the end zone. As Wicks again, this time right in the pylon. Just a little too far and good coverage from Witherspoon.
Spoon was a really fun project to be a part of. Very physically gifted player who has a lot of energy.
Design quarterback run and a nice job reading the play by Devon.
He's very physical for his size. He's just a guy that's an infectious personality, and he's a really tough football player. It is a big collaborative project for everybody. Both Jason and I had spent time there. Trent Kirshner also had spent time there. I felt like we had a really good look at Spoon from multiple people, and then once he came in and visited here before the draft and he got to spend time with Coach Carroll, that's when I think everybody really bought in. This guy is an outstanding player.
Welcome back. Hey. Welcome back, baby. Congratulations. Yes, sir. Excellent.
Those two players are going to be a big foundation of how this team moves forward. And yeah, it's nice to know you had a small part in bringing him to this franchise, and hopefully he'll be here for a long time to come. Jaxon and I worked together a long time. He's just a humble guy that really, really easy to work with, and he's really fun to have around. He's a really, really cool guy that's been a big part of this place for a long time.
I think the pride that guys take in their evaluations and seeing through, okay, this is what I saw in the fall. This is how this player is going to fit here with us. This is what we need to do to help them be successful. All those things, guys take a tremendous amount of pride in it. It's how we can impact the roster. We can't impact wins and losses throughout the fall. We can impact it, call it February on.
Oh, I'm super excited. I'm trying not to fanboy right now.
Do I take them to jerseys or just wait? Kind of interesting.
Definitely, man. It's a pleasure meeting y'all. I'm a big fan. Definitely a big fan of USC. Excited to watch y'all knock some faces out this week, man. So, I've always done boxing in the off season, but to kind of watch, I was able to watch a John Jones fight. Can't remember which one, and it hooked me, man. I like the violence of it. Kind of reminds me of our sport, so I've been hooked ever since. Other than football, that's kind of my second love.
I'll trade with you.
Yeah.
I'll trade with you.
Honestly,
we'll trade contracts and everything.
No. Man, this was dope, man. I'm super appreciative for the opportunity to come out and meet these fighters. My mentality changes that Friday, that Saturday, where it's like, I'm ready to go, kill and inflict some damage. What's that like for y'all?
It depends how much weight you're cutting.
Okay.
Anything can kind of set you off.
Fighters that I've seen, I've watched fight, watched Hearing Cejudo fight several times. So it's an honor to me to be out here and come out here and just be able to interact with them outside of our normal space.
And I think everybody's in agreement. I think this is about as unanimous as you might ever get with a fan base and media and everybody else, and that is Ernest Jones. He's a free agent.
He's not just the priority for the linebacker group. He might be priority number one this offseason.
This offseason is a little different. I'm doing a little bit more traveling than the past. But man, for the offseason, you kind of get your traveling in, and then it's back to work. Want to get out there, want to, prove that you belong once again another year and earn your respect. So for me, it's back to the grind.
Ernest is awesome. You could just feel his energy and the passion he has for football. I'll never forget his first game here. He's running out the tunnel and you just see the excitement.
Carolina, number 13, Ernest Jones. Let's go!
When his name gets called, it's you get goosebumps because you're like, okay, that's what my Mike linebacker want. That's what we want. After a good play, the excitement.
Yes, sir. Come on. Come on.
You always want to see that. I think that has an effect on your opponent, right? How connected we are. Getting guys who love ball, and they love not just what comes with it, but just the preparation, the process, the day-to-day. We're all here to accomplish one thing together. It's the ultimate team sport.
I think the name that everybody's been waiting to hear, Ernest Jones, is brought back to the Seahawks. This was a massive get for the Seahawks.
With what this defense did the second half of the season, how optimistic are you about what this defense can be in 2025?
I'm super optimistic. The standard is a standard, and I think we have to build off what we did last year. And I do believe we have the chance to be the best, so we got to go out there and put the work in and prove it.
Ernest understands what we're trying to achieve. He's got a great feel for just how we want to operate day in, day out. That's why we love him so much, because it's so much aligned.
Just the love he has and respect he has for the game and his teammates, that's what we're trying to achieve, right?
I think the one thing that never changes is they are going to find Hawks. They're going to find guys. It's not about what another team has them graded at. It's not about just the raw talent in a vacuum. These are the guys who are going to be in our program that are going to be fits.
And we saw the sort of impact Ernest Jones had on the roster last year, and those type of players here in the offseason to help in 2025, I think says a lot about where the Seahawks are going and how, kind of close it is not the standard, and they're going for it here in Mike Macdonald's second year.
This team is a good team. It has become so complete. They have a team that can play with anyone.
One of the first big signings they had was Leonard Williams, who they re-signed here in the offseason.
Leonard Williams had a monster year, a tremendous year. He's an absolute stud for this team.
I was in Fort Lauderdale when I figured out. Is when I figured out that I was going to end up, going to the Pro Bowl. It's a great opportunity for me to see my family, see all my friends.
I've been a good player in this league for, the amount of time I've been in it, for 10 years. Still feel like I'm playing some of my best ball right now. There's something about the air out here with all these trees that gives me extra oxygen or something like that.
I remember when I was young, I put so much pressure on myself to make these big splash plays because I was a first rounder and I felt like I had to prove myself and all this other stuff. Whereas now I'm I just know myself. I'm there's no pressure. Just go out there and do what I do, be comfortable, have fun. You know what I mean? And in a way, when I have less pressure on myself, it's I play more free. I play faster. I play my best.
He seems like he dominates the game and he fills up the box score.
Well, 59 tackles, a pick 6, 15 tackles for loss, 9 sacks.
I think it was a great first year for Mike, and I think it was a great first full year for me as well. I got traded in the middle of the season the year before, so this was my first full season with the Seahawks.
I like that deal when they did it last year. It was one that I was hoping they would make for quite some time.
Early 7-point lead for the Jets. The ball was blocked.
If we were counting the most important Seahawks, he's in my top 10.
West Coast guy, USC. Then spent, the majority of his career in the Big Apple. And I remember him talking about that, Salk, gosh, I want to taste success. This organization knows success.
Honestly, I feel like I still had a chip on my shoulder from not getting Defensive Player of the Week last week.
This time, Big Cat says you're not going anywhere. Throw inside, it's picked off. Leo Williams coming near side. Holy smokes, are you kidding? Leo Williams is going to take it in.
Come on, man. I'm getting it this week.
He's running like a racehorse.
I wish I would have broke 18, but it was 17.8. I'm pretty sure. It looks like I was running faster than that. Yeah, it's just awesome to be here, and it means a lot to have more of us here. Jaxon and Spoon, seeing those younger guys get their recognition, being here, having fun. And it's just awesome to be here, especially being an older guy. Like I said, it just feels like such a different experience than when I was here as a young guy.
Big cat, come get your auto.
I think you watch the whole playoffs, and if you watch what wins in the NFL, well, first of all, it's like this: you feel the teams that win the championships, the togetherness. Talk about 12 as one, and everybody working together. That's critical. It's a starting point. How we dominate the line of scrimmage up front, offensively and defensively. People talk about the turnover margin, and it's a cliche, but if you win those turnover margins and you're attacking the football,
it's intercepted, picked off. It's Joe, goes the other way.
That's the key to success, and defense drives that for the most part. You have to do it together, having your players' backs.
That's a hell of a tackle. That was a great tackle. Great play.
The term chasing edges came from this mentality of we're constantly chasing this idea of improvement, and it's our responsibility as coaches to have a vision of what we want it to look like and create that on the field. So whatever the product is that shows up on the field is our responsibility, and we should make it the way we want it to look like every day, all the time.
We're gonna select you right here, man. Hey, here's
Football is such a tight-knit community of people, coaches, scouting.
There's some sacrifices like any job.
I think the world of our scouts, they do a tremendous job.
We're ready to build this team, and we're trying to go to the Super Bowl.